Speed boost here from Steelback. They might be able to try and make another strong early run at SKT.
All right, we'll see if they can make it work. You guys at home and in the crowd, you know what to do. Hit us up on... He's got some mana back. Bengi attempting to counter, I believe. We'll see if he decides to come in. Here comes the gank. Reignover's available. This is a 2v2. Hooney's in trouble. That's a flash from Reignover. First blood secured by Hooney. And they turn their attention to Bengi, but it's not enough. And Fnatic.
First blood went onto Hooney. He's got the early boots. He can upgrade to his home guards early. Uh-oh.
Oh, Yellow Star, are you doing it again? He's played backwards. Bengi gets pulled in. Yellow Star's knocked up. Somebody heal used by Steelback, and he's on the retreat. Pulverize comes out, and Yellow Star in the reports to help out his duo lane, so we'll see if that helps him out. Anyways, Marin may be in trouble. Reignover's coming in, level 5. True Shot Barrage flying in from the mid lane. Onslaught of Shadows coming in a little bit of trouble, looking for the last hit. They do manage to tag him, and Reignover goes down to the minions. Assist to Faker, they tried.
And that is what you touched on, Minus point about the Maokai over Gnar in the top lane. Uh-oh, good exchange here for Febiven, but Faker able to dodge.
Bengi! He's managed to knock out Febiven. Febiven gets munched as a double teleport to the top lane. Hooney has jumped forward. Faker's being ignited. The barrier's now up. Here comes Reignover. He gets a double barrel body slam. Marin on the back line as it's a 3v4. Faker continuing to spam out Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. Faker's on the board. Faker, playmaker. Manages to get the play onto Yellow Star. Now he's in trouble. You can't milk
the point I was about to bring up about Maokai versus Gnar. The main thing that Maokai does have over Gnar is on-demand teleport.
Does is he builds Catalyst into Shroud or Cowl, and then builds either Shroud or Cowl after that. As we see Fnatic coming in on Bang.
And Bang's gonna Velk away. Steelback looking for more. Hooney, do you want to dive? Summon a heal used. Bang trying to dodge. Fear throws him against the wall, but Steelback doesn't connect to the boomerang. Turret aggro will be on Hooney, and that is a kill on the board. No one from it's available for both Marin and Hooney. Here come SKT. Teleport into the pit. It is earlier than Hooney's. Hooney has not channeled yet. Not getting. Dragon secured for Fnatic, and it looks like they're on the retreat.
He's getting these skill shots, and then they're not going to be able to fight the Dragon, so great timing.
While they do find Wolf, he's been knocked up. Hooney hops over the wall. That's Wolf down. Now they turn to Bengi. Bang is in retreat. Faker coming from the mid lane. Bengi gets hopped on by Hooney. Chilling Smite is out. Reducing the auto attack from Steel. With the True Shot Barrage, hits 4. Now Bang and Faker with Marin trying to shred them down. Reignover's in retreat. Hooney's low. That's a knock up on Faker, and Yellow Star knocks him into the waiting hands of Febiven. Febiven unable to close it out, but that's a double for Bang. That's a triple for Bang, and a 2-for-3 turnaround as SKT. Effort though.
Yeah.
Opts into the safe play, and that means SKT will get Dragon number 2, and that lead continues to grow.
And one thing about this tournament that's very interesting in general is that
for Bang are both down, and Faker doesn't have barrier for a little bit longer while the teleport. Uh-oh.
Oh, Yellowstone a little bit of a wrong position. He does get caught by the death sentence, played backwards. The box is down. We see Yellowstone knocking Wolf into the back line, but he manages to flash over the wall.
Teleport going in for Hooney.
Here comes Marin. Marin lands onto Reignover. Faker's trying to find a kill onto Grab.
There he is.
Now Hooney's found Faker. Faker's down. It's a first hit. Now Hooney onslaughts onto Bengi. Bang's in trouble. Yellowstone looking for the knockup. He only found the underground critter. Bang is managing to survive. Finds the land to the safety. Wolf re-engages. That's a spell shield. Steelback saves himself. Hooney's now going to be the next victim, but the boomerang blade kills the man that started it all. Wolf is down. It's not over as Marin and Bengi want more. They found Steelback. They're looking for Yellowstone. It's steak for dinner as SKT ace the European team. Reignover's eaten a lot of death sentences this game. Febiven with no distortion available. We hear Rek'Sai coming in, Reignover caught once more. Hooney's looking for a target. Does have onslaught available, but not enough time. He does find Faker on the back line. That's Hooney and Yellowstone are trying to get Wolf. They've lost their top lane, and Fnatic trying to do what they can. They've lost another damage dealer in Febiven. Steelback's in full retreat, as that's not going to be enough. 4 members down as SKT smashed through Fnatic. And that was Fnatic getting caught.
Entered the fray and killed him almost immediately.
Saying one of the reasons why the Assassins fell off in the Cinder Hulk meta. There are a bunch of tanks in this game. It's so difficult for Febiven to get around them.
For SKT, almost 10,000 gold as we about to tick over 30 minutes on the clock. Fnatic.
Though.
So much damage being connected from that Muramana. Tower will fall as Bang and Wolf will take it out. That's the engage. Reignover's in trouble. He's down. SKT now knocking onto the Nexus, or rather the top lane inhibitor. That's 4 members stacked up high. True Shot Barrage thrown across, and Fnatic They have to somehow fight without their primary tank. Huni's got onslaughts available, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Nexus turret now is going to fall. The double 80 carries plus Trinity Force shredding through the Nexus of Fnatic. That's a 4-man knockup, but Featherman eats a death sentence. Wolf has removed one of the damage dealers. The assassin is forced to retreat. Steelback trying to get through. Does have that last whisper, but he's got too many targets. Huni is now down, and SKT waiting for the minions to pour onto the next Nexus turret.
Not wasting any time here. This looks like they want to end the game very quickly. And SKT start this best of 5 off on the right foot.
Another kill going to Bang. Death sentence onto Steelback. Wolf has been impeccable this game. And at 32.5 minutes, SK Telecom will knock the first nail into Fnatic's coffin.
I really like what SKT did in terms of their adaptations. They took away some of these champions that gave them a hard time, particularly I think that Nautilus, because Yellowstar really didn't have the same impact as he did in their first game. He couldn't lock down Bang as efficiently, and so the Thresh pick early, the Nautilus ban doing a lot of work here, I think, and denying one of the Fnatic's best players the ability to make plays.
Interesting to see the whole team of SKT still sitting discussing the game very intently. Looking at what went right, what went wrong. For Fnatic, I think a little bit of pride in their laning phase. They were not completely outclassed. They were against a team comp that needed time, let's be honest as well. But they do need to take some of the positives away and try and inject that into the next game of the series.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the Vivian will do in the next game, because we were looking at the picks earlier, and he's played LeBlanc, Zed, and Cassiopeia only. The only champions he's played here at MSI. He doesn't really play the Azir. So if they even sub in...
Interesting, he hasn't played it yet, but it has been banned twice, which is something that we're not used to. We've not seen him play it in EU.
Right. Could be a Huni pick. You know, he's already played Cassiopeia top.
Could be something that was happening in scrims here.